I don't ever want to be in this position again as a Reading supporter.
From joy to heartbreak here in a second.
It's a block party here in Bolton.
Just to rub salt in the damn wound. Well, if I don't like this stadium, tough sheet, I guess. Hey, what's up, America and around the world? It's your soccer zombie, Tom Franklin here, coming to you from Bolton, England. And we are at my first ever English football game today as the Reading Royals take on the Bolton Wanderers, two clubs that know what financial struggles look like. Of course, Bolton digging themselves out of their own problems recently and taking on a team in Reading that, as I've covered here on this channel, have been dealing with their own financial issues more currently, although times are looking better with the potential sale of the club here. Talked to a couple Reading fans on the train on the way here. They're thinking it might be the Wilf family, which I speculated about in my last video. You can check them out there. I think if it is the Wilfs, Reading would be in pretty good hands. They've done well by the Vikings for the most part. But yeah, no, it should be an exciting game. I'm really excited to see my first English football game in person. League One matchup here. Bolton, definitely the better of the two clubs. If you look at the standings, they're fighting for promotion. And Reading, on the other hand, they should survive. Granted, they don't have any point deductions. They've been playing very good football of late, actually. They won their last two games, and they've been playing a lot more competitive. So, hopeful, I think, if you're a Reading supporter, you go into this one hopeful for a point out of it. 3 points would be majestic, but should be an interesting clash today between two teams that have traveled down very similar financial roads in the recent past. Check it out. So this may be a League One game, but this is not a League One stadium. Very impressive, this stadium, which of course for a long time was known as just simply Bolton Stadium. Now it is, as you can see, Tough Sheet Community Stadium, and I love the fact that they actually encourage you to kind of take the piss a little bit with their name. You guys are, playing for promotion this year. You're currently sitting third in the standings. Are you guys feeling pretty good about getting back into the championship?
I don't know that they're necessarily going to get one of those first two places because they seem to have lost form, and the two main goal scorers are out at the moment.
Reading, there's talks of a new owner coming in to kind of turn the tide. I mean, what would you tell the Reading fans right now, about, times getting better?
Well, always stay behind your team. A lot of people tend to watch a lot of sport on television and they support teams off the telly. From one of my North America trips, I seem to remember that one of the Chicago baseball teams didn't have floodlights, and they had a lot of afternoon games, and so they got a bit of a following around the rest of North America because it was live on TV.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, oh, I watch Manchester United, and they don't know where Manchester United is. They've never been to Manchester. They've got the biggest number of supporters of people who've never been to Manchester in their life. I lived across the street from Alma, the woman who married Nat Lofthouse, who was the biggest player since the end of the Second World War. So he was local. I knew her, I knew her family. So there was a strong local identity.
Sure.
In recent times, we always had players from round like the Scots and the people from the northeast. But as far as I can see, they're losing the identity. They're more owners from everywhere, players from everywhere. They might be good, but I find it hard to identify with.
nice ground, this. Saw the club shop, which I just came out of here. As you can see, it's right next to the stadium. Really lovely ground, this. Things you love to see. Physical tickets in 2024. Imagine that, St. Louis. Imagine that. Although it's really not a St. Louis City thing, it's an MLS thing. Also, because I'm a tourist, grabbed myself a Bolton scarf as well. Still a Reading fan, still here to support Reading, but I just like collecting scarves. Alrighty, so we're here in Bolton today. Tough test for the Royals today. Bolton toward the top of the table, looking for a promotion. How do you rate you guys today?
Being a little bit biased, I'm hoping for a 2-1.
2-1? 2-1?
Yeah,
all right.
Take a 2-1.
Well, that was the score in the first game of the season when you won 2-1, right?
Agreed. But we'll take the performance, I think, if anything. So.
And you guys have been playing better of late.
Yeah, 100%. We're definitely on good form.
Definitely. Well, speaking of good form, news coming out that there is a buyer for Reading FC. Hopefully it actually gets across the finish line this time. We've been here before with the team, but what's the feeling with you and around Reading about the future of the club?
Well, again, with the news of the new buyer coming in, I think, there's a little buzz around, but as we know through Di Young previously, we know exactly what he's about. And the long and short of it, the quicker this gets over the line, the better, 100%.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you're hoping for from new owners? Like, obviously, like Geneva was talked about as a possibility. They were a hedge fund, and usually hedge funds aren't in it for the love of the game. But what are you hoping from these new owners?
Stability. For me, it's all about stability. I mean, for me, I don't ever want to be in this position again as a Reading supporter. Like I say, stability, maybe a little bit of investment, but making sure that we're here for the long haul is everything.
What are your thoughts on this match here? It's going to be a tough test for the Royals.
Absolutely. It'll be a difficult game, but I think our form is pretty decent at the moment. And actually, where we are in the league is probably mostly just due to the fact we've had points docked. So actually, we probably should be higher up. So Bolton will be a tough opposition, though, because they're still trying to push for automatic, so it's a difficult game.
And you did beat Bolton earlier this year, 2-1 at home, so gotta be hopeful.
Yeah, and the strikers are in form. Like Big Kelvin should get him starting up front, and he should get a goal today.
Definitely, for sure. So wanted to also talk to you about the current situation around the ownership. Of course, word comes out that there is a buyer for Reading. You've been down this road before, though, where buyers have come and gone. Are you guys feeling hopeful this time around?
I'm not hopeful until it's announced and it's actually signed.
Until the ink's dry, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
It does have to be encouraging, though, that when the sale goes through, it's going to be for the team, the stadium, and the training ground, and it's not treated like a chop shop.
No, absolutely. You've got to keep it together. Like what we've got brilliant facilities. We've got the potential for a brilliant team. Just need a bit of stability, and we could do much better than we are doing.
Gotcha. Score prediction for today?
2-1 Royals.
Hello. All right. Hey, how are you today? Doing good. Good luck today. All right, we are in the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. We're heading up to the away section here. Around the away concourse, no frills here. Look at the concessions. Look at those prices. Definitely not in City Park, are we? Ha! Ever English pie at a football game. Let's sink into it, shall we? This is a chicken balti pie, so it's got chicken with a bit of curry sauce to it. just discovered Indian food. I kind of like it, so let's see how this goes. Oh, that's quality. And it's a bit chilly today too, so nice warm pie on a day like today. Pretty nice. On the road at games at KC and elsewhere, know that a live and an away day are top notch. No exception here in England. Big turnout here from the Reading faithful here up north. Everyone here has been very class so far. Digging this so far, really am. The stadium's quiet, but the Reading side is definitely not. 1-0 Bolton. Bolton crowd has come alive here. Just had some space in the box to work with and buried it, just as simple as that. There was a tackle earlier, just a few seconds earlier, that dispossessed a Reading player, and some calls for a foul never was given, though. Look at what Reading is in the EFL. Hard to tell. By the way, EFL rules prohibit me from covering much of the game on this type of video, so I might not seeing a lot of game footage here. But 30th minute, third corner kick for Bolton, punched away by Pereira, having a good game here despite letting in that one goal, which was not his fault. First corner of the game for Reading, 39th minute. Dealt with. From joy to heartbreak here in a second. Lewis Wing, an absolutely sizzler in the top right corner, giving Reading a 1-1 draw. Appeared to be heading into halftime, but just before the half here, foul given away in the box as Bolton have a chance to take a 2-1 lead. And here's the PK attempt. Yeah. Zigged and the Bolton player zagged, so it's back to 2-1. Bolton up top where they've been much of this half. Shame, really. Thought Reading deserved to go into halftime with a 1-1 draw. They've been battling all game. Bit of a somber vibe here in the Reading away end here. 3-1 now. Three-headed attack for Bolton. Just nicely finished. Nicely set up, nicely finished. Nothing that Pereira could do. They were doing the Viking flap for Bodverson, who got the goal. So not because there's a bunch of Vikings in Bolton. That's nothing. 59th minute now, free kick opportunity for Reading just outside the box here. Dangerous spot if you're a Bolton fan, but promising if you're a Reading one, like the ones behind me. And it's off right at the goalie. Ball's still alive, but cleared. By the way, for American fans, they do yell shoot here too. It's not just an American thing. It's not just a Blues thing. It's an everywhere thing. All right, here's a free kick. It's in the box, but defended pretty well by Bolton, who hit it dispossessed. Shot blocked. Still alive by Redding. Gonna try to volley. Nope. Here's a shot blocked again. It's a block party here in Bolton. 4-1 now. To say this isn't what the Royals were wanting or expecting would be an understatement. Bolton just a lot more clinical today. Nothing they can do. Celebrating a hat-trick hero today for Bolton as well, just to rub salt in the damn wound.
And a genuine thanks and support for the 1,299 travelling Reading fans today. Have a safe journey home.
All right, it's announced 1,299 traveling Reading fans, so that's, wish we had a better result to go home with, but it is what it is. All right, we got one back. Got one back. Bit of a consolation at this point, but we'll take it. No consolations to be had here. Bolton get one right back in the dying embers. 5-2 now. Yeah. Some days it's just not your day. And it's not Reading's day today. So yeah, not the result Reading fans were hoping for. 5-2 at Bolton. I mean, to be fair, Bolton's a good club, good candidate for promotion. Got some work to do to catch up Derby and the other at the top, but good game by them today. Just they finished their chances. They had possession. They controlled the flow of the game. Maybe Reading should be fortunate they even got 2 out of it, but anyway, it was a good first game experience. You know, it's learned some things today, like some salty sub-border chants, but that we don't get in America. But no, it was fun. It was fun despite the loss, and it wasn't a total loss. I did a little bit of shopping in Manchester earlier today. I'll show that during the Man City video because we did Manchester, right? But meantime, let me know what you thought of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more Yanks learning the English footy game in person. This is your type of thing. My next game will be tomorrow, on Tuesday, as Doncaster Rovers host Wrexham. So be sure to check that out. Got some special things planned for that video. A couple Doncaster supporters gonna kind of show me around town a little bit, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, this is your Soccer Zombie Tom Franklin. Latest.